All right, listen up. Let's get something straight. Most people are out there chasing this idea of overnight success because they want the big win, this massive breakthrough that somehow magically changes everything. But that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Let me tell you what real progress looks like. It's not flashy. It's not fast, and it sure as hell isn't easy. It's about taking one step. Just one step every damn day, even when you don't feel like it. Because see, most people are obsessed with the finish line. They think, if I'm not hitting this huge goal, if I'm not crushing it, then I'm failing. And that's the wrong mindset, man. Because success isn't this one big leap. It's a million small, ugly, frustrating, pain in the ass steps that most people don't even notice. But you know what? Those small steps add up. And the truth is, life doesn't care. That's the truth. Life doesn't care. Life doesn't care if you're tired. Life doesn't care if you're uninspired or burnt out. You gotta show up anyway. And if all you can do today is take one step, just one small, tiny, insignificant looking, barely visible step forward, now that's a win. And it doesn't feel like much in the moment, I get that. But over time, those small steps, they stack up. They build momentum. And that momentum, now that's what changes everything. And let's be real, you're not going to feel motivated every day. Hell, you might not even feel motivated most days. But motivation is overrated. You really don't need it. What you need is discipline. What you need is the ability to say, I don't feel like it, but I'm doing it anyways. And that's where the power of small daily wins comes in. Think about it. You wake up and you're tired as hell. You don't want to deal with anything, but instead of hitting the snooze, you get out of bed. That's a win. You make your bed, another win. You grab that glass of water instead of, diving straight into your phone. Boom, another win. These things seem small, right? They seem insignificant, but they're not. They're setting the tone. They're creating a pattern. When you start small, you don't overwhelm yourself with the weight of everything you need to do. You focus on what's in front of you and you handle it. And here's the secret. Handling the small stuff builds trust in yourself. You start proving to yourself little by little that you're capable. And that trust, it's everything. Most people quit because they're looking for instant gratification. They want results yesterday. But the world doesn't work like that. If you're out there trying to change your life, trying to level up, you've got to get comfortable with the grind. And the grind isn't about big wins. It's about those tiny, unsexy daily victories that nobody else sees. You're not going to get applause for making your bed. Nobody's going to pat you on the back for drinking water instead of soda or getting your phone, but who cares? You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. You're laying the foundation brick by brick for something bigger. And when that foundation is solid, when you've built it from those small, consistent wins, that's when you're unstoppable. Here's what happens when you start stacking those wins. It creates a ripple effect. One small win leads to another, and then another, and then another. And it might not seem like much at first, but that momentum starts to pick up. Suddenly, the things that felt impossible before, they're getting easier. You're not thinking about the mountain ahead of you because you're focused on taking one step at a time. You're focused on taking your next step. But let me be clear, this isn't about playing it safe. This isn't about lowering your standards or settling for small. This is about recognizing that big things are built from small actions, tiny, tiny bricks. Every massive success you see out there, it didn't happen in one shot. It was built on a foundation of tiny, consistent actions that nobody noticed. So here's the deal. If you're waiting for the perfect moment, for everything to line up, that super constellation, before you take that first step, you're already losing because there's no perfect moment. There's no right time. The time is now and the place is here. And yeah, that sounds cliche as hell, but it's the truth. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you can stop wasting time and start stacking those wins. And don't get me wrong, there are going to be days when you take a step and it feels like you've gone backward. And that's part of it. You're not always going to feel like you're moving forward, but that doesn't mean you aren't. Progress isn't linear, and anyone who tells you it is full of it. Some days, your win is just getting through the day without giving up, and that's fine, because the only real failure is quitting. You want success. You want change. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop waiting for some massive leap forward. Focus on the next step. The one right in front of you. And when you take it, don't discount it. Don't brush it off like it's nothing, because it's everything. Your life doesn't change overnight. It changes in the moments you decide to show up, even when you don't feel like it, or mostly when you don't feel like it. In the moments when you take that small, insignificant step, knowing that it's part of something bigger. So today, take that step. Maybe it's small, maybe nobody else will notice, but you will. And that's all that matters, because those small daily wins, they're the foundation for every big thing you're going to achieve. And you're going to achieve a lot of big things. One step at a time, bro. That's how you win.